Good afternoon and welcome to GB News. We are live on TV. I thought I might be a floating head because I realised I matched the sofa, so I'm just like a floating head, aren't I? But we're live on TV, online and on digital radio. I'm Nana Akua, and it's time now for this week's interview. And today I'm talking about so-called Divorce Day, which is apparently tomorrow. It's the first working day, Monday of January, where most marriage breakdowns happen. Wow. And who better to talk about this than Sarah Davidson, the world's leading breakup coach. Oh, Sarah, welcome to the programme. Good to talk to you again. We do this every year, don't we? We come back to Divorce Day.
It's always good to come back.
So let's talk about it, shall we? Let's talk about toxic love, because a lot of us have been through it, haven't we? It's the hidden emotional sort of health crisis of our time. A lot of people just think, I've got to be with him, I have to have him, but yet the person is absolutely vile.
I love it, yes. And I think a lot of us get into toxic relationships because they're very addictive. And that's because of the cycle, because it is really good at the beginning, because they don't show up on day one as they are on the last day of the relationship.
That's because they're narcissists, aren't they, most of them?
Yes. So we wouldn't get in, though, would we, if they were that bad? So they do what's known as love bombing, where they shower us with affection and love and promises that life's going to be fabulous. And then slowly the mask starts to slip. By that point, they've got you hooked in, they've probably isolated you from friends and family, they've reduced your confidence, so it can be very, very difficult. I'm
always very suspicious of that. I inspect them with a stick. I say, hang on a minute, I don't trust that. But so seriously, so how do you have so much experience of this? I mean, we all have experience of breakups, but yours in particular, what sort of inspired you to go down this path?
Well, obviously, I'm known as the divorce coach. Catchy job title that I didn't decide on myself. It just came along with the work I was doing. When I got divorced, I got catapulted out of my marriage, and I didn't see it coming.
Oh, that doesn't sound nice.
No.
Or like on a catapult, boom, you're gone.
Literally how it felt.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
That's awful. Yeah. I shouldn't tease you on that. That's not nice.
Well, you know, I think sometimes some of the most painful things that happen to us in life can be the greatest gifts in the long run. And looking back now, it helped me find my feet and move on. But looking back over my life, I've actually realised I've been in several toxic relationships. Like most people who are in a toxic relationship, if you're really honest with yourself, if you look back, there'll be a history of being very empathetic and people-pleasing to the point where you sacrifice your boundaries and what is acceptable behaviour to stay in a relationship.
You're not over 50 yet, are you?
I am.
Really? You
Yeah.
look fabulous. When did you get over 50?
I'm going to be 52 this year. Yeah.
Wow. So you've now hit the cantankerous stage where you just can't suffer anything. Because I think when you get to your 50s, you sort of then lose patience with all of that. So when I was a lot younger, I was more, you know, oh yeah, okay, you're really lovely, I do whatever. But now
I don't believe you ever like that.
Well, maybe I thought I was.
Yeah.
But now I just haven't got any patience for it. I listen to about 5 minutes of nonsense, actually 2 minutes, and then my patience is gone.
Yeah, I think I'm quite easygoing, and maybe that's not a good thing, though, in relationships. You do have to set your boundaries, which means know what is acceptable behaviour for you and don't tolerate anything else. And actually, my book, Screw You, Watch This, is called Screw You, Watch This. I thought you'd like the title.
I do like that.
It's quite punchy, but it's not screw you to your ex, it's screw you to the fear and being held back and the loneliness and your old story about what you accepted. And watch this is, right, I'm going to step up, I'm going to take my power back and let's move on to the new chapter. And it kind of is my motto and has been for many years. And I have a training school where I train people to become coaches, and that's our motto in the school, because it kind of lights a bit of a fire in your belly. Screw you, watch this.
I think I've had that motto for a long time. I can go from 0 to 60 in about 2 seconds, maybe one, actually. So, look, let's talk about subtle kind of emotional manipulation then, because we talked about the toxic side where you've got the narcissistic trait where somebody love bombs you and all that, but some people actually are like that and turn out to be quite nice as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. So all these red flags that we can talk about, like lying and gaslighting and love bombing, you know, individual incidents, that's not abuse. Abuse is consistent over a long period of time, and what that does, it's designed to reduce the person's ability to get out of that relationship and increase their control. So again, the odd thing, you know, someone having a bad day, you can have a bad day and shout or tell a lie. That doesn't mean it's a toxic relationship. So it can be subtle.
So talk to me then. So if you've realised you're in the toxic, you're wearing the same outfit. Different sofa, though. You've actually matched. You're doing what I've done right now and become a floating head on there. But look, so how do people do the thing where they get out of this relationship? Because that is probably the biggest deal. A lot of it is financial. People can't leave because of the money.
Yeah.
And the other time is the emotional connection that you believe you have and you just simply can't go.
Yeah, and also it can be dangerous. So leaving a toxic relationship, I don't know if you know this stat, but 30% of domestic homicides in the UK happen within 3 months of separation.
Oh, really?
Because as you pull away, your risk goes up because they need to control you, their need will increase, and because you're not around, they'll go further. So that's why we have more homicides. But what I think is more chilling is that in 80% of those murders, there was never any physical violence before. So we just have to be careful if you're thinking about leaving and say, you know, I've had clients who have left and then think, right, I'll just pop back and have a conversation now I'm gone. We've really got to think, is that safe? And are you OK? So safeguarding.
That's interesting. So 80% of those who do that actually haven't had any history of being violent in that relationship at all.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, really chilling, I think.
That is.
Yeah.
So let's talk about emotional pain. Talk to me about what happened with you when you left your ex. I like the story about the ugly crying. You haven't done that yet.
Yeah, I did a lot of ugly crying on the bathroom floor. I just didn't know how to help myself. You know, I just thought my whole world had been decimated. My son was only 1 year old at the time, and my ex had met someone else who was madly in love with her. And I think that doesn't help if they've moved on so quickly and you're the partner who's blindsided. And I've worked with thousands of people around the world who've gone through very similar things. And I think that's what takes the rug from underneath you. And because I tried therapy, but it just didn't touch the sides. I needed to know what to do, how to show up when he was turning up with a woman that was 12 years younger than me to events with my son. And there was no guidance for that.
That's tough, isn't it?
Yeah. So I created all the tools. And, yeah, I'm very grateful now. It's something that turned me into the person I am. We're now helping people. We have free online support for people all over the world. It makes a massive difference.
And in your mind, do you think you're over that now?
Absolutely, 100%.
When did you feel that you were over it?
Probably after I wrote my first book. It was quite cathartic.
How many have you written?
That's my fourth, actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, probably after that, when you sort of got it all out on paper, and then it became a bestseller as a bit of a screw you, watch this moment.
Exactly.
And then you think, OK, when you're helping other people, it's kind of paying it forward, and it's a nice thing to be able to do.
So have you found new love?
Not at the moment, Nana, so I'm going to be looking to you for some recommendations.
I'm really fussy. Poor Stephen, bless his heart.
Oh, we love Stephen. We love it.
He's very nice. He's very nice to me. He has to be.
Yeah.
He has to be. I haven't got any patience for nonsense.
I love it.
So, very good book. I'm looking forward to reading it. Just a reminder, you said you've got free stuff on the website for people to go to, so what's the web address?
Yeah, so it's saradavison.com, and if anyone is struggling right now with a toxic or any kind of divorce, we have free online support groups every week, 3 hours, run by my accredited coaches that I've trained myself, and you can go on and get your questions answered and just give us a bit of support to people who need it. OK,
and very quickly, the first start for somebody who's listening and watching and thinking, all right, I want to divorce my partner, what's the first thing they need to be doing?
Get your ducks in a line. Don't rush into something. First of all, if you can save the marriage and work at it, try that. If you know it's done, then look at getting your breakups team around you. So, yeah, a good friend you can confide in, a good legal advisor, financial advisor. Get the people around you who can answer the questions that keep you awake at night. It's a great way to dial down the negative emotions and start to feel a bit more in control.
All right, Sarah Davison, thank you very much. She's a breakup and divorce coach. Tomorrow marks Divorce Day, where lots of people just think, I'm fed up of you, I'm going to get away from you. Right, well, coming up next, though, the